are live tonight, again from Paris, on a monumental day for Team USA. Simone Biles and the U.S. gymnastics team delivering on their promise of a redemption tour. The team reclaiming their place on top, clinching gold once again. A nearly flawless performance on all four gymnastic events. Suni Lee leaving the crowd stunned, delivering on the uneven bars. Jordan Childs crushing her floor routine, exuding confidence after a fall on the beam. And Jade Carey recovering from being sick, landing her routine on vault. But it was Simone Biles closing out the night with a high-flying floor routine featuring some of the most difficult tumbling in gymnastics. They don't call it a comeback for nothing. Biles proving to be unstoppable on the vault, powering through the same event that led her to drop out of the Tokyo Olympics 3 years ago, you may remember. The gymnastics great made her Olympics debut back in 2016 in Rio, 8 years later, and she is claiming gold once again. That medal landing her right in the record books. Simone Biles passing Shannon Miller for the most decorated Olympic gymnast. Biles making history with 8 medals. In just a few moments, we will speak to Miller, who helped lead the Magnificent Seven to gold back in 1996. But it wasn't just gymnastics putting the U.S. on the podium. There were a number of notable wins, including in the pool, where USA's Bobby Fink added a silver to his impressive medal collection. Regan Smith earning her first Olympic medal, and Team USA men's swimming coming in second in the freestyle relay. For the first time in a century, the U.S. taking home a medal for rugby. The women's team claiming a bronze after a dramatic final play, a breakaway score at the very end of the match. Let's take a look at the medal board right now. The U.S. in the lead for another day with 26 medals, including 4 gold. France and China trailing behind. But it wasn't all celebratory. Tennis great Coco Gauff breaking down in tears as her quest for a gold medal in singles was cut short. Gauff visibly upset after arguing a call from the umpire. The match ended in a loss for the tennis star. And the men's triathlon postponed tomorrow over water quality concerns. Storms are causing bacteria levels in the iconic river Seine tonight. Officials say they could further postpone the event or remove the swimming portion. We have a lot to get to on this historic evening in the City of Light. Stephanie Goss joins Top Story right now. Stephanie, you were inside that arena. I was inside that arena. It was amazing to watch.
It was electric, wasn't it?
It was electric.
Yeah.
And the thing you realize is that Team USA was just playing a different game tonight.
They absolutely were. You know, I was in Tokyo. I watched them struggle in front of an empty arena with no support. They came in a completely different team, every single one of them, even though they were the same gymnasts, all 4 of them. And they performed with such stability and strength and confidence. They just brought the house down. I had a chance to talk to them right after they got off the podium. Let's listen to what they had to say.
All right.
You guys dug deep to get that silver in Tokyo. How does this moment compare?
Oh my gosh, this one it's so different. I mean, I feel like we had so much more fun this time, clearly, and
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we did. It was so different, so it's nice to like be able to look up and see your family in the stands. But yeah, I'm so proud of everyone, and we did our thing today.
You had an audience, but did you guys hear how much louder they were cheering for you?
Yeah, did we? We were nervous we weren't going to be able to hear our floor music and all of that, but we really just embraced the moment and had fun with it.
You know, they're clearly excited there, Tom,
Right.
but they're also relieved. I mean, think about the pressure building up to this moment.
Yeah, and they're not lying. It was loud in there, especially for Simone. Anytime she walked out, she was on camera, the place would go crazy. And you think about that pressure, right? Because it was all on Simone. Would she deliver? And she did tonight.
Yeah, she absolutely did. And she has, since she came back, she has been effectively untouchable. And, you know, when she completes all of her routines and completes them without any mistakes, no one can come even close to her. So she's often really just in competition for herself. But in that moment, she is also a beacon for the team. She starts landing things. She starts showing that confidence. And it just kind of spreads to everyone. And you really saw that tonight.
You know, you mentioned Tokyo, and we both saw Suni Lee step up in Tokyo. She won the gold in the all-around.
Yeah.
And I love to watch her perform on the team as well, because she's almost, Simone is obviously the best ever. She's the greatest. But Suni Lee is almost like the glue. Like, you know you can rely on her.
Here's
you know?
a moment that you might not have seen. In the warm-ups for the uneven bars, Suni Lee missed a bar.
Yes.
And she fell.
Right in her face.
And I thought, oh my God. And you know what? She jumped right back up, and she got up there, and she nailed that performance. And you could tell she finished, she stuck the landing, and she hugged her coach, and it was so fantastic to watch her do that.
If you watch tonight, you also noticed Team Brazil. and some very, very great gymnasts on Team Brazil. What type of competition are they going to give Team USA in the individuals?
Well, I honestly, and I've had people in the gymnastics world say this, it's really a competition for silver and bronze if Simone can stay on the track that she has been on. And there's no indication that she has been wavering at all. She just looks so strong, so steady, so confident, Tom.
All right, Stephanie Goss for us. Stephanie, we appreciate it.
You're welcome.
For more on this historic moment for Team USA, I want to bring in someone who has been in this position herself, American gymnast Shannon Miller. She helped lead the 1996 Olympic team, known as the Magnificent Seven, to the USA's first ever team gold at the Games in Atlanta. For decades, she was the most decorated U.S. gymnast with 7 medals, a title she shared with Simone Biles, until Team USA's gold earlier tonight. Shannon Miller joins Top Story right now. Shannon, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. It is a great night to be here.
It has to be a special night for you. I know you were watching the coverage.
Yes.
Obviously, we're rooting for Team USA. Records are meant to be broken. How are you feeling?
I am so happy. My heart is so full because I know as an athlete what it takes to win a gold medal. And these ladies have been through it all on the road to get here. And I really do feel like, I mean, Simone's got 8 medals now, which is amazing. She has 4 more chances of medaling. So, I mean, she could do amazing. And even better than the medals, she is inspiring the next generation of athletes to go for more than they ever imagined.
Right. Your team, the Magnificent Seven, it was so special. Everything you did, everything Carrie did. I mean, people will never forget those iconic moments of that team. When you watch Team USA now, they won the gold. Talk to me about their team because it felt like they were dominating.
Oh, absolutely. They won by almost 6 points. It was a little ridiculous. I mean, but their difficulty level is so high. When you watch Simone do a triple twisting double back, I mean, my mind explodes thinking of the air awareness involved in that. So it really is something special. And I love, a lot of people don't know that their leotards were a throwback to the 96 team.
Oh, wow.
And our 96 leotards were a throwback to the 84 team. So it is just history.
You know, gymnastics has changed so much, and you talked about 84, 96, and now 2024. How much has it changed as far as, I guess, the athleticism go? Is it the power? Is it the risk?
And, you know, everything has changed. The scoring system, the equipment's changed so much, but what hasn't changed is that athletes continue to push the envelope. Can I add another flip? Can I add another twist? Can I create something that no one's ever done before, like Simone has done? And that's what I love about gymnastics. There's never an end point. It's always getting bigger and better. You
know, Simone is incredible. I happened to be in Tokyo. I was able to watch Suni Lee, too. When she won the all-around gold, she stepped up. She stepped up here. And I guess my question is, does Team USA also win the gold without gymnasts like Suni Lee? I mean, she just stuck everything that she was there for, right?
Yes, and Suni did such an awesome job, and she has such an amazing story with her health challenges coming into this event. Her Tokyo Olympics was amazing, but she followed that up with a great collegiate career. And I think when you look at a team, it really does take everyone. It takes everyone on that team to really make it special, and that's what we found with the Mag 7, and that's what we found here tonight.
Talk to me about the pressure, right? Because you work your whole life at this point. You're a young woman. You work your whole life for this moment in the Olympics. The entire world is watching. They're watching every step you take. You can't make one mistake. What is that like?
Well, I think it's probably harder today than it was in my era. We didn't have social media. We didn't know everyone was watching. You could kind of be in your bubble, but here they do. They know everyone's watching. But the great thing is they've been here before. 4 of the 5 teammates had already been to an Olympics, so they had that going in. They were veterans, and they knew exactly what to do. And if there was a misstep, they knew exactly how to get back on track.
Talk to me about what you're going to be looking for in the Olympics in the days ahead. We know we have individuals. How do you think Simone's going to do, Suni, everyone else?
Well, we have a lot of big performances coming up, both on the men's side and the women's. Men's are all around tomorrow. Then we've got the women's all around, which Simone has every chance to win gold, but so does Suni Lee. So you've got 2 all-around Olympic champions going head-to-head during this competition. So that's going to be incredible. And then you have all of the event finals. So, I mean, there's a lot of room for athletes to stack up that medal count.
Shannon Miller, such a pleasure. On behalf of everyone here and also the entire country, we always thank you for your contributions, and we thank you for tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. And for more on the rest of the Olympic events you might have missed, NBC Sports' Catherine Tappan joins me now. Catherine, let's start with women's rugby, right? That fantastic bronze medal finish, the first U.S. rugby medal in rugby sevens, the women besting Australia and pulling it off in spectacular last-second fashion. Talk to us about that match.
Yeah, I just think it's so exciting. I mean, we've been watching Rugby Sevens now for 7 days. We've been here in studio in Stamford, Connecticut. The rugby competition got underway last Wednesday, right before the opening ceremony. So we've been watching the men, we've been watching the women. But this U.S. women's team was really special. I mean, they had a certain drive about them. You know, even when they were going for that bronze medal, they never failed to perform until the end of the game. I mean, they were just miraculous. They went right through the finish line and were able to capture that bronze, which is huge for U.S. women's rugby because it's never before been done. Of course, the United States getting that medal is the first ever for women's rugby, and it's just going to set the bar higher. It's a testament to all the players that have become before these current players on this USA roster, and also to those that want to become U.S. women's Olympians in rugby. So I think it was just so much fun to watch. It's also another example of the women's dominance in sports right now and the attention on them and their ability to succeed at the highest level on the biggest stage with so much pressure as well.
Yeah, they win a bronze medal. I think Ilana Maher is going to get a gold medal for her TikTok. She is a social media superstar. The next big ticket competition of the day, swimming, and Team USA coming up big, taking home a silver and a bronze in the women's 100-meter backstroke, silver in the men's 800-meter freestyle, and silver in the men's 4x200 freestyle. How did they pull all this off in the pool, and how is Team USA looking overall in the pool?
Well, I think overall they're looking great. I mean, I think we expected this from Team USA in swimming, and I think, you know, it only is going to continue to get better for them as we see the more events evolve in the next couple of days. But, you know, I think that they're very comfortable. They're confident. Obviously, they've got a huge rival in Australia, and we all know that story. But I think that's only fueling their desire for this competition, and we're seeing them, as we do, we see them perform on the biggest stage. You know, I'm a Jersey girl. I like to see a couple of the Jersey guys on the team there for the swimming, you know, coming from our home state. And it's just great because you have a vested interest in these athletes now. You know, you hear their story all about them up and coming and the success they have in high school through college. And then all of a sudden, you know, they become Olympians and they're representing the USA. So they are living up to the hype. And certainly, you know, we've seen tremendous performances in the pool so far. And I think it's only going to get better as the individual events continue to move on.
Let's transition to soccer, right, and get our viewers up to speed on U.S. men's soccer, right, because this is a team that we are now watching.
Yes, and how exciting is that? I mean, back in the Olympics for the first time in 16 years. They're in the quarterfinals for the first time in 24 years. This is huge for U.S. men's national team soccer. I mean, we had Tim Howard on the set today. He was a Hall of Famer. We know him from his goaltending days, goalkeeper days, and he's one of our analysts here on NBC, and he put it in perspective for us. I mean, this team has something special right now. They assembled a great group of young, talented men. The veterans on the team were hand-selected and chosen for very specific reasons, and we're seeing that leadership evolve in the last couple of games. I mean, their victory over New Zealand the other day, followed by their victory today to put them into the quarterfinals, is huge, and they just are riding this momentum right now. And, you know, these are a lot of the faces that we're going to see 2 years from now on the World Cup stage, and I think it's great that we're getting recognition now. I look forward to that match against Morocco in the quarterfinals. This is a Morocco team that has everyone stunned right now, what they've been able to do, starting with their match against Argentina in the first game of the Olympics. And, of course, the controversy that ensued from that with the final whistle and coming back 2 hours later and having to play the game and the rest of the game. There's a lot of storylines around this Morocco team, and we'll be building up to that for that match against the USA on Friday. But I like the USA's chances. I like the way they're playing right now. They're playing as a team. They're all becoming superstar names that we are going to be hearing for the next couple of years. And it's been really fun to watch because I think the U.S. men's soccer program in general has been looking for this for a long time.
And here in Paris, in Europe, obviously, fans are loving it. Okay, Catherine, I'm going to give you dealer's choice on this last question. So much exciting things are happening tomorrow. You got men's basketball, women's soccer. You have Katie Ledecky back in the pool. What are you watching, and what do we think is going to happen?
Well, I wish I could predict what's going to happen. I would probably be making a lot more money, but I will tell you, I can predict that we are going to see some outstanding performances on the court. I look forward to that men's basketball game. You know, it's been great to see them on the court, and this is a team that challenged them just a couple weeks ago before the Olympics began, so it'll be fun to see that test. The women's soccer has been drawing huge numbers. Everybody is glued into this women's national team, learning the new faces. Emma Hayes coaching this young group, you know, retired players long gone that we are used to seeing seeing, the Carly Lloyds, Megan Rapinoe, Alex Morgan. You know, we've got fresh faces now that we're all cheering for. So I think that's been fun to see the transition and to see how good they've gelled together in the early stages. And of course, yes, Katie Ledecky, how could you not want to watch her? And I do believe that she will take home the gold medal tomorrow. But I'm looking forward to all the matches. You know, I've been broadcasting all the coverage on USA Network. We got a lot of unique events. We've got table tennis. We have canoe slalom. We have just so many opportunities to watch sports that we don't usually get to watch on a daily basis. And we're all learning and growing from this experience and cheering on all the athletes that are competing their darndest in Paris. So it's been really great to see.
It is, and it's such a special time. Catherine, so thank you so much for being on Top Story tonight.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom. Great to be
It hasn't all been smooth sailing in Paris for these Olympic Games. Organizers postponing the men's triathlon race, saying the Seine River remains unsafe for swimming. The event, originally scheduled for Tuesday morning, now moved to Wednesday and scheduled to take place after the end of the women's triathlon. For more on the Seine safety, I'm joined now by maybe the reporter who is most experienced with the river, at least during these Olympic Games. Keir, you've jumped into the Seine. You've drank water from the Seine.
Well,
some of it, but upstream where it's a little cleaner.
Yeah.
What is happening? Will the triathlon take place in there?
Well, you know, Tom, there is tension tonight. There's tension for the city of Paris because they spent $1.5 billion trying to clean up the Seine, and now they've had to postpone the triathlon. There's tension for the competition itself, even without the competition even starting yet, because will it happen tomorrow? They'll test the water overnight. They make a decision in the early hours of the morning. It's interesting. You talk to triathlons, and what they say is that this competition has to happen in open water. Part of it is about thinking about how to navigate the tide.
Braving the elements, right.
The currents. So it's part of it, and actually sometimes the delays are part of it too. You need to have the mental strength to be ready when the river is ready. But will it be ready tomorrow? There are storms over Paris tonight. Yeah. More rain potentially. It's been hot. Will the bacteria reduce enough for them to get the competition to happen tomorrow before perhaps it goes up again?
And walk our viewers through this, right? The rain comes, the runoff in this big city, it goes right into the river. We have these same problems in major cities in America. And then what's the fear? That the pollution, they may drink the water, it gets into an open wound, and it could be something much worse.
Any of those things. And they do say that their main priority, and you can understand this, is to protect the athletes. And in fact, they can decide in the end to not have the swimming.
So that's being talked about, just eliminating swimming from the triathlon.
It is the final possible solution, the possible outcome. But first, though, they do have time. They have a number of days where they can do this. So my suspicion is that they will manage to find the window when it can happen. But it's happened before that they have a triathlon without the swimming. And the challenge for the athletes, of course, is they've prepared for that leg. Some of them will be stronger in that leg. It's all part of the competition.
Yeah. And as we finish this report, we're hearing the rain starting tonight over Paris. All right, Keir Simmons, our many thanks to you.
You bet.
We'll have much more on the Olympics throughout the broadcast, but we want to turn now to other major headlines. The Israeli military carrying out a deadly strike in Lebanon's capital. The strike targeting a Hezbollah commander in response to that rocket attack that killed 12 children in Israel. NBC's Matt Bradley is in Beirut tonight.
Tonight, destruction in Beirut. After the Israeli military said it carried out a targeted strike on a Hezbollah commander in a residential neighborhood of the capital city. At least one civilian was killed and 17 others hurt, according to Lebanese state media. Israel saying this was retaliation for Hezbollah's rocket attack on the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights over the weekend that killed 12 children and teenagers of the Druze community. Israel's defense minister writing on X, Hezbollah crossed the red line. An Israeli official confirming to NBC News this attack was meant to target Fouad Shukr, who they claim was behind last week's attack. A senior White House official telling NBC that Shukr has, quote, American blood on his hands, playing a key role in the 1983 bombing of the U.S. Marines barracks in Beirut, which killed 241 Americans. The Prime Minister of Lebanon condemning this latest strike as a criminal act, while the United States says it will continue pursuing diplomacy between Israel and Hezbollah to prevent further violence.
We do not believe that all-out war is inevitable, and we still believe that it can be avoided.
Just a day before the attack on Beirut, flights to and from its international airport were canceled or delayed amid fears of escalating tensions. Those fears now manifesting into a dark reality for Lebanese people who worry this conflict could still grow much worse. And Tom, even now there's some confusion over whether or not Fouad Shukr is even dead. Reuters is quoting 2 security sources here in Lebanon saying that he survived the attack, but the IDF did say that they killed him. Regardless, a lot of anxiety here in Lebanon is turning to whether or not Hezbollah will retaliate against Israel's retaliation, or whether or not Israel is even finished yet. Tom?
Matt Bradley for us tonight. And back in the U.S., Vice President Kamala Harris hitting the campaign trail in the battleground state of Georgia. Harris holding a massive rally expected to draw more than 10,000 people. It comes as former President Trump now sharpens his attacks. NBC's Peter Alexander has more.
Vice President Harris tonight arriving in Georgia, a state the Democrats feared was becoming out of reach, but now with a new likely nominee, hope to win again. Earlier asked whether she'd picked a running mate. The Harris campaign today unveiling its first TV ad, touting her time as a local and state prosecutor in California, calling her fearless.
She put murderers and abusers behind bars. Kamala Harris has always known who she represents.
Meanwhile, Trump running mate J.D. Vance is set to visit the border Thursday to attack the Biden-Harris administration as weak on illegal immigration.
After bringing them all here, they proposed amnesty for millions of illegal aliens. She might as well have invited them personally to break our laws and come into our country.
It's also the focus of this new Trump ad.
Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here.
Former President Trump overnight defending Vance's controversial comments from 2021, critical of Democratic leaders who are, quote, childless cat ladies, referencing Vance's rise from poverty.
He grew up in a very interesting family situation, and he feels family is good. And I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that.
While tonight, the director of a conservative group's Project 2025 vision calling for an overhaul of the federal government has stepped down. The group faced escalating Democratic attacks and comes after Trump sharply criticized Project 2025 that's run by a number of his allies. The Trump campaign saying reports of Project 2025's demise would be greatly welcomed. Meanwhile, in the crucial Atlanta suburbs, Democrat Kim Loudermilk was anxious when President Biden dropped out of the race.
I was worried that it was too close to the election and that, it would be hard to get a campaign together.
And now, what do you think?
And now I'm super excited about Kamala.
But Republican Ben Wilson blames both Biden and Harris for high prices.
Everything from gas prices to, it just eggs. The cost of living, just everything economy-wise.
And we'll learn Vice President Harris's running mate choice soon. 2 sources familiar with the matter tell NBC News they'll begin touring battleground states together next week. Back to you.
I'm joined now by Eddie and Michelle Vela, Jenny's coaches and the owners of Boxing Pride Fitness in Laredo, Texas, where Jenny has been training for these games. Thank you both for being here tonight. So, Eddie, I'm going to start with you. This is Laredo's first ever Olympian. You get some credit for that hard work and training her. What's it like to be here knowing that your girl's going to box in the Olympics?
Oh, it's an amazing experience. I've had her since she was 11 years old, so it's been a long journey. It's been a long preparation to get here, and we're just really excited to be able to see her in the big stage and finally get to see her perform against the best in the world.
Michelle, how is Jenny doing? I mean, it's so much pressure. I know you want to win. You're at the Olympics. You train your whole life for this. How's her headspace right now?
She seems really good. She seems really strong. She looks good. Her skin color looks really good, which tells me a lot. She seems super confident. She doesn't seem nervous at all. And she's super excited to get in there. So she's throwing me little text messages here and there, like, I'm dying to get in there. I'm dying to get in there. So it's nice to see her super positive.
So you guys came from Laredo, Texas. I had a chance to visit your gym and see all the amazing work you guys are doing with young kids there and training boxers. You're now in Paris. You have the Eiffel Tower behind you, the Arc de Triomphe right here. I mean, how special is it to be here right now?
It's super special.
Yeah, it couldn't be. I mean, this is a special moment for all of us, to finally get where we wanted to be and what we've worked so hard for. And it's just an amazing experience for all of us to finally, like I say, be able to showcase our skills in the biggest stage after working all these years.
Michelle, the Olympics, it gets a lot of attention. It seems very glamorous, but to get here, it's not.
No.
And there is not a lot of money, especially in a sport like yours. Families struggle. You guys struggle to keep your gym open, to train these boxers. Explain to our viewers how hard it is to even just get to this point.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of hours. On our end, a lot of work, and on the athletes' end, a lot of self-discipline. So it comes from both sides.
But you even have these Olympians who are training, selling water bottles, fundraising online on GoFundMe. I mean, it takes money to get here, and that money just really doesn't exist in the sports, in a lot of these Olympic sports.
It doesn't. Luckily, we're very fortunate. You know, our community, Laredo, South Texas, really all of Texas has been a big support for us. Donating or helping get donations or putting us out there for people to hear our story and hear Jenny's story, help Jenny's family, help us. We've been overwhelmed with the amount of support we've got. It's been amazing.
Eddie, what does it take to win in boxing in the Olympics?
Oh man, she just needs to stay focused right now and just keep doing what she's doing and stay just stay hungry and stay positive and for as long as she does everything that she's been doing back in camp, you know, she'll be ready for what's coming.
Who are some of the big boxers, the countries you guys are watching that could give Jenny a tough time? And I go like this, like I know how to box, but I don't.
Oh man, it's been China's very strong right now, and I just found out another girl, Buznas, another girl that we've been watching. Me and Jenny we used to watch back in 2021 in Tokyo.
So Jenny's boxing people she used to watch.
Yeah, they were like her
study this girl, and I just found out recently that that'll be Jenny's second match. So I think that's going to be a tough opponent, and it's exciting because you know back 3-4 years ago we used to think and you know look at this girl and wanting to be there at that level, and look at us, you know here we are. So it's just amazing to see Jenny going up against this girl that we've been trying to get with.
It's incredible. Michelle, in our story that we did on Jenny, there was a lot of emotion between her and her mother, right? It's tough. It's tough to be a female boxer. It's tough to be a female boxer in a Hispanic environment. I mean, she got bullied. She had to take a lot of chances in doing this. It's been a long journey for Jenny.
It has been a very long journey. She's been through a lot of, you know, trauma, you know, a lot of, you know, unfortunate experiences, but it has made her stronger, and that's what has made her, you know, the female powerhouse that she is, not only physically but mentally 100%.
Yeah.
She's super
Real
focused.
quick, because I was so touched when I went to your gym and I saw the great work you guys are doing, and they truly are. I mean, you guys are helping little kids, families train, get healthy, and learn how to box, how to defend themselves. Give me the name of your gym, and if people want to help out, how can they help?
The name of our gym is Boxing Pride Fitness.
In Laredo, Texas.
Laredo, Texas. As far as helping out, I mean, we're pretty okay. We train the kids. We try to take them out as much as we can. But it's situations like this, like when it's a big event that we have to travel or whatnot. You know, a lot of the times we have to go far, like with Jenny during her training.
Jumping all over the world.
Jumping all over the world, especially when you're at that level where you have to train with the best. You have to spar with the best. So it's not gonna be anything you're gonna find locally. So we have to leave out.
All right, Michelle and Eddie, you guys again are doing amazing work. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thanks,
all right, we're going to be bringing you guys out into the ring.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
All right, we have much more tonight from Paris, including the Spanish Dream Team. Nightly news anchor Lester Holt joins Top Story to talk about the excitement surrounding the dynamic duo made up of tennis legends Rafael Nadal and Carlos Alcaraz. But we're also following other headlines back at home. Severe storms in Nashville causing an equipment trailer to flip over and barrel across a field. The heart-stopping video and what we're learning about the dangerous scene. That's all coming up next. Natalie Portman, Spike Lee, and Queen Latifah, those were just some of the celebrities cheering on Team USA gymnastics today. We'll be back from Paris later in the show, but first, I want to turn it over to my friend Ellison Barber at Top Story Studio in New York with some of tonight's other headlines, including the evacuations underway as a wildfire explodes in Southern California. Ellison, good evening.
Good evening, Tom, and thank you. Let's get right to Top Story's news feed. Pax Jolie Pitt, the son of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, hospitalized after an e-bike crash. Two law enforcement sources telling NBC News that Pax crashed into a stopped car in Hollywood while riding his e-bike. The sources say he was not wearing a helmet, but there's no evidence he was under the influence. He was taken to the hospital with a head and hip injury, but is reportedly in stable condition. No comment yet from Jolie or Pitt. Evacuations underway tonight as a new wildfire spreads in Southern California. Officials say the Nixon fire erupted Monday in Riverside County. It's so far scorched more than 3,700 acres and is 0% contained. Evacuation orders and warnings are in effect for hundreds of residents in Riverside County and neighboring areas. Meanwhile, in Northern California, the Park Fire has burned more than 383,000 acres. A scary scene on a college campus in Nashville as severe storms swept through the area. Heart-stopping new video shows the moment high winds flipped an equipment trailer over, dragging it down a field until it finally comes to a stop. This happened at Middle Tennessee State University in Nashville. Luckily, no one was hurt. The National Weather Service now working to determine if there was a tornado. And Microsoft is now grappling with new IT outages following that massive disruption just less than 2 weeks ago. The tech giant is investigating new outages affecting hundreds of its 365 apps and services, including Word and Outlook. As we reported, a routine software update from cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike triggered a global Microsoft outage impacting airlines, hospitals, banks, and more. The cause of the latest issue remains unclear, but Microsoft says they are working to resolve it. Now to top stories, global watch, and to India, where the climate crisis is reaching a critical point. Monsoons triggering landslides and deadly flooding, while scorching heat at temperatures of 115 degrees make living conditions unbearable. International correspondent Janice Mackey-Freyer is on the ground in New Delhi, India, with the latest.
India's monsoon rains were supposed to bring relief from scorching heat. Instead, flooding and landslides triggered disaster, killing dozens in the southern state of Kerala. Extreme weather crises blamed by some experts on climate change. Around the world, rising temperatures have led to heat warnings, forest fires, wilting crops across Asia, Europe, and the U.S. According to new data compiled by NASA, July 22nd was the hottest day on record for the planet ever, part of what scientists call a long-term warming trend driven by human activities, primarily the emission of greenhouse gases. Few places on Earth show the critical challenge of extreme and rising heat like India, where record heat waves this summer had temperatures hovering at 115 degrees or higher. Intense hot stretches that experts say are longer and more dangerous.
People who don't live in India might think, well, India is always hot.
The heat wave advisories have come in consecutively for the third year now. This year has undoubtedly been intolerable.
The concern is when humidity is added to temperature, known as a wet bulb measurement. When that level approaches the body's temperature, it's harder for humans to sweat and survive. In a report last November, the World Bank warned that wet bulb temperatures in India could make it one of the first places to test that threshold. Already in teeming cities like New Delhi, drinking water for millions is so scarce that the government has moved to ration it.
The water trucks come 2 or 3 times a day here, but it runs out fast and there's never enough.
Sales of air conditioners have surged, but only for those who can afford it. The International Energy Agency predicts that by 2050, India will have 1 billion ACs going, all of them kicking off even more heat. With temperatures on the rise, this group of friends is hitting the streets. They give out hats and umbrellas to street vendors and laborers who have no way to hide from extreme heat.
Unless we start the change in ourselves and start bringing the change in our daily life, climate change will not get better. This should not be the norm. People need to start realizing this is not okay.
India's government has long had a heat action plan, but people are being forced to adapt to a new era of temperatures that just keep rising. Janice Mackey-Freyer, NBC News, New Delhi.
Coming up, Tom returns with our Olympics coverage from Paris. The tennis greats teaming up for the first time to represent Spain. Rafael Nadal and Carlos Alcaraz at vastly different points of their careers, powering their way to the quarterfinals. Stay with us.
And that right there, Rafael Nadal, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, winning Olympic gold for Spain in men's doubles at the Rio Games in 2016 with Marc Lopez. Rumors are swirling about his retirement after his loss to Novak Djokovic in the singles tournament this year. But now Nadal setting his sights on a doubles medal once again with reigning French Open champion Carlos Alcaraz. Lester Holt has more on Spain's so-called Dream Team.
Carlos Alcaraz.
Call them Spain's Dream Team, or Alcaraz and Nadal. This is a dream match, dream pairing.
Nadal-Caraz.
Is that what they're calling it?
We've already nicknamed him, yeah.
Rafael Nadal and Carlos Alcaraz, two of the best to ever play, teaming up to represent Spain in doubles here in Paris. Well, these guys are really at opposite ends of their career.
They could not be in different places in their careers. Alcaraz has already won 4 majors on 3 different surfaces. Nadal is 38 years old, and he's playing old. You know, he's lost his bat speed. Alcaraz is exactly what he needs right now.
Their matches in an iconic Paris venue.
History and star power come together here at Roland Garros, the tennis venue where the biggest names in the sport are converging on the famous clay court, the home of the French Open.
And when you put 2 of those top names together, you get one of the hottest tickets in Paris.
So what else do you want to see right here?
We want to see Alcaraz and Nadal play doubles together.
Between them, they've won 26 majors, but they've never played together until now.
What a volley from Nadal.
As a pair, they really haven't played much together, so they're playing more experienced pairs.
Absolutely. Alcaraz is just out there joyously playing with delight. He doesn't really know how to use his game in doubles, and you can see that Nadal is trying to calm him down a little bit. Like he's a puppy. He's a lamb in springtime.
Today, an experienced Dutch team gave Nadal and Alcaraz a run for their money, but they put them away in a tiebreaker, moving on to the quarterfinals and keeping the dream of Nadal-Caraz alive.
And Lester joins Top Story tonight. Lester, what a team Nadal and Alcaraz make. I got to tell you, that's one of the most exciting matches I'm looking forward to as they advance through tennis here. Talk to me about the atmosphere at Roland Garros, because it's such a special place here in Paris.
It's a special place. Of course, it's famous for its clay. I'm not a tennis player, but apparently it's a different sort of a game when you play on clay. I talked to a lot of people, Americans who are there. They were, there to watch the matches today. And once again, it reminds you how Paris is really, in some ways, the star that's on display here. The sport's obviously an incredible activity, but people love being in these iconic places, and this is a city full of them.
All right, Lester Holt, we thank you for that.
You got it.
And when we come back, a look at how artificial intelligence is playing at the Olympics. For international fans, no worries navigating the subway. The high-tech way Metro employees can do instant translation. And our Keir Simmons walks us through the AI tool helping athletes, especially those with visual impairment, navigating Olympic venues. Our coverage of the 2024 Games continues right after this break.
The Brits right in front of us, double goal, looking for back-to-back goals, and they're going to get it. Kieran Smith is going to hold off Australia. U.S. gets the silver, Australia with the bronze.
And what a finish in the men's 4x200-meter freestyle relay today. Team USA taking home silver, a redemption for them after not making it to the podium in Tokyo. Swimming is just one of the Olympic sports using AI technology to help track and analyze athletes' data to improve performance, a critical tool when every millisecond counts. But artificial intelligence also will be used across Paris, helping not just athletes and coaches, but also fans. Keir Simmons takes us inside one of Team USA's facilities, where he tried out some of the technology for himself.
We're inside Team USA's training center, walking in the shadows of the country's most elite athletes. We've never been here before, but navigation won't be a hurdle.
Joe, good to meet you.
Great to meet you.
You show me around?
Yeah, sure thing. Let's go.
Great.
Thanks to the help of artificial intelligence.
Where do we want to go? Do you want to go see the track?
Yes, I want to go see the running track. Track access. Got it.
To start this route, raise your phone vertically to find your position in the building.
Good Maps, an app powered by Intel, can help guide athletes, coaches and staff through several Olympic sites like never before.
Slide left and continue 15 feet. Go through door ahead and turn left.
Wow.
Turn left and continue 100.
Look at this. This is great. And she just takes you there.
Yep. Simple as that.
Arrived. Track access.
It uses light detection and lasers to measure distances in a 3D space. After that, the system creates a 2D floor plan. Using voice navigation, it turns into a guide for anyone, especially those who are visually impaired.
We're developing technology that allows essentially turn-by-turn directions indoors. It's really important to be able to be confident that you know where you are at any given point, and then you know where you're able to go, and you know when you get there.
Intel is bringing AI technology to this year's Olympics and the Paralympic Games. Darrell Adams is Intel's Director of Accessibility, and he's also legally blind himself. He says this app isn't just a matter of ease.
I look at technology like this as just another aspect of the ability to help athletes focus on the job they came here to do.
The public app is being used in 21 US states and 5 countries and can be downloaded on any Android or iOS device. Intel says AI technology is helping them expand indoor navigation to more buildings and venues. So AI is going to make this possible in many, many places all at once.
Absolutely.
Quickly.
Yes.
That's a gold medal, my friend. Artificial intelligence is also heading underground for these Olympic Games. Paris Metro employees being given special tablets that will translate between French and 16 different languages. More than 3,000 agents will have it in their toolkit as millions of tourists flock to the capital city for the Games. And even if you're not traveling to Paris, AI could still be part of your Olympic viewing. NBC will be cloning the voice of legendary sports broadcaster Al Michaels, using AI to narrate daily streaming recaps.
Welcome to your daily Olympic recap. You can either resist it or you can embrace it, and I've chosen the latter.
In a variety of ways, AI will make its mark on the Summer Games as the very real athletes reach for gold. Keir Simmons, NBC News, Paris.
A fascinating look at the technology supporting these games. We thank Keir Simmons for that, and we thank you for watching Top Story tonight. I'm Tom Llamas reporting tonight from Paris. We want to leave you with this image of Simone Biles as she finished her last routine. Look at her face, but also at the smiles and the cheers on her teammates' faces as well, and her coach jumping up in the air. Redemption is the story today, a big gold medal for Team USA. We thank you for watching. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.